Welcome to a fresh instance of Desolate Planet. This is a mod pack that was inspired by the Crash Landing mod pack back in the day. And I'm waiting here in the main menu because I want to make sure that I keep all of my grace time available. So with that, I do have a plan of what I'm going to do with this base. I did get to play for a little bit already. I've already got a plan on how I'm going to get into survival mode, get all the water I need, get the food I need, get those basic systems going. So hopefully everything's going to go well here, and you're going to be able to learn something. So with that, let's get into things. So first things first, I need to pick a side, and I'm thinking this is going to be my A side. And one of the things that I need to make sure happens before anything else is that the world is going to work for me, right? And by that I mean the mobs aren't going to be able to get in. I'm going to need this dust. I don't want any of the monsters, the mobs, able to climb up and around. So we have to get that light too. Since I'm right here, we're going to need all of this dust. Okay, so, oh no, this is the A side. This is on the bottom, yeah. So when I say A side, I'll explain what that means here in a moment. But I'm going to need to go out, I believe we're doing a 5. That's a 6. We're doing a 6 by 6. Okay, so from here, this is the 4. This is the 6. So our wall here. And then we're going to do this. This is where we're digging down. Okay, so we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our wall's going to be there, and we're going to be all good. 7. Okay. Okay. Now this part of the base is the most important one to me for early on, because this is actually where I'm going to be spending most of my time, is on this half of the ship. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that in just a moment. Then we're going to run inside and get all the supplies that we need. Actually, let me grab that before I need to. Okay. I also need to wall this off. Boom, 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 and right there. And that should be just fine. Fantastic. This is also going to be a wall. Nothing's getting through here. And I don't want anything climbing up either. Now, so you guys know, the way that the water works in this, from the best I can tell, is the hotter you are, the faster your water goes down when you move, right? So right now, I know that the hottest part of the day comes between like 4 and 6 o'clock. Right now it's 2, and I want to make sure that I have as much of this stuff done before then. Now, something that I've not seen a whole lot of people use, and I'm not sure why, is it's this glass. Right, so this is the first solid block that you're going to get access to that you can actually mine, and it's not going to be affected by gravity. Right, so what I'm doing here is I'm grabbing this because this is going to be the foundation of my real base. Because I'm not gonna live inside the ship. I'm gonna actually live under the ship. So that's what I'm working on here. Getting this done as quick as I can, because I know I don't want to deal with, and then I want my lights. We're going to come in and get the rest of this dust taken care of in a little bit. But I need this dust because I'm going to use this to make some walls here on this back side. So let me show you that here in just a moment. So this is the front of the ship, and here it is important that we get some pretty basic Gotta get this stuff mined out. Really, I need... Actually, no, I do need... That's the structure there. And I'm gonna need to go out for... Then I think this actually is the wall there. Not that I'm gonna be able to do anything with it yet. But it looks like we are getting hot, so it is time to go cool off. That's gonna be done right here. Okay, so long as you stay still, you're gonna cool down pretty quick. And at this time of day, it's pretty important that you keep that coolness going as much as you can, but you're not going to get beyond a certain point. So make sure that you're paying attention. All right, so that's the space I need here, and then block out, and then we're digging down here. Okay, and just for the, come on, basic survival, let's go. I do the hard route because that's how I play. And then we need to get our first bone meal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a basic foundation here. Then I'm going to go around to the other side, and I'm going to get my primary residence started. It is now too hot. Time to go. All right, so the way this side works is I need a wall right there. Okay, we're getting way too hot. We're going to start spinning. Yep, I know. There's not a whole lot I can do about this right now. So if you get too hot, you're gonna overheat. You're gonna burn up. Okay, so I'm gonna stand here for a moment. I'm gonna drink one of my water bottles. I hate that I have to do this already, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And we go back. All right, and we're gonna heat up again real fast, which is not great, but it is what it is. Can't get around it right now. Getting the dust so we can have our foundation ready, because that's going to be right here. Okay, so they can't climb onto my structure to get around into here. Yep, looks good. Also, try to avoid jumping. I know that I was just doing that a bunch. Don't be like me. Don't jump. Until you have food, no jumping. As I break my rule. Alright, so now here's what's happening. This... Oh, shoot, come on. I know, it's too hot. Gotta cool off, gotta cool off. This really is the hardest part of this first day. Make sure you can stand still. If you have to fight the water, if it's pushing you around, you are going to lose a lot of water really fast, because it's movement at temperature that takes away your water, right? So even if you're not the one moving you and the water is the one moving you, you're going to be losing water. And we don't want that. Not this early. Okay, so now, what are we doing? Well, I'm actually going to do a little bit smaller, but we're going to go right here. And we're getting our initial, is that good? 1, 2, oh, oops. Shame, shame, shame. Good thing I was double checking. Why did I mean, technically speaking, I can. Because I can go 5, I can go all the way down beneath it. I'd rather go out a little bit wider. I did my math a little bit wrong. That's okay. Let's get the... Alright, get to the water, get to the water. This is the one part of the pack that I really hate. The constant water. Cool off, cool off, cool off. Fantastic. Okay. Alrighty, now that should be the last time we have to do that. Almost forgot to do this part. This part's pretty important. Because I need to be able to get outside without the mobs, you know, getting me. Okay. Alright. That is going to have to do it. So now, grab some extra lights. So I'm going to need that. That one shall suffice. That one's going to suffice there. Alrighty. So now, I have my base. No mobs can get in. And I'm going to be cooler. Okay? Now, I made sure that I had a space that was 5 by 5 because I need to make sure that I can grow a tree, because that is what we're going to be doing. However, I also need to make sure that I get a lot of this stuff done during the night, get enough wood, get enough dust. So really what I need to do is stand in one spot and mine, because what happens is as you're mining, if you're standing still, you're really not going to lose a whole lot of hunger, or any really, but the water is going to be a problem. So my plan right now is I know that I'm going to have my staircase going that way. So I know I can break that. I'm going to have a little stair going up to it. I'm going to have the little side bits coming down. We're going to be mining down, okay? And then I can actually have that staircase loop back, come under here, so I can keep all of this space here in the middle as open as I want it. So I can just keep going down. So that's day one. That is day one. Get the outside secure. Get your covering, right? It's just so much easier when you can work at night. Speaking of, now that I'm thinking about it, this probably is going to be the best use of that glass. Keep me from falling to my doom. Keep me going that way, right? I have no intention of going back up there, by the way, except for to fill up my water bottle, possibly. Because the water source block that we have up there, we can use that for cooling, but we can also use it then, because I don't have torches, that's why I grabbed those illuminant light and simple light bulb, because free lights from the beginning. You don't have to get resources for, and they're not going to provide any heat, which is solid. How far? I guess my staircase can also go down that way, so at some point, yeah, I could do that and have it go down through here. Now, don't break this. Like, once you have your pickaxe, just don't break this yet. You're not ready for it. It's got some diesel or kerosene in there. Just leave it alone until you actually do need it. I made that mistake. Not that it caused any damage or anything, but like, just leave it alone. Unless you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, do whatever you want. I don't care. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this'll suffice as our main working area right here. And so our tree is going to be on this block down there. And the other cool thing is all this dust is ready to go, and as soon as I have that furnace, I will also be able to have, I'll do something for that. I did not place. Did I? Oh, I did place. Okay, cool, cool. I guess I can open that up after all. I did not worry too much about light though. Now for those that are more interested in super hardcore suffering and staying above ground where you are going to dehydrate constantly and you're going to be fighting mobs and you have no weapons, you don't have to do it this way. You know, do what you want, man. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what works. And this is what works. Now to get my first dirt though, I am going to need to start sifting and getting a piece of bone meal, because you have to have that bone meal. Shows you I've done something, and then the quest book is going to give you your first piece of dirt. So I'm going to do that here shortly. I just want to make sure that I have the space so that I can start utilizing it right away. And then as soon as I get enough stone, I should also have enough pieces of iron to get a single iron ingot. I'm going to use that to make the compressed sieve. Excuse me. And yeah, that's what my first piece of iron goes to, is the compressed sieve. Because, there we go. Yeah, we're fully covered in. Because I want to make sure that, I think I can break the black one, so that'll be fine. How far are we looking to? We're plenty far down. So this is going to be, that's the spot right there. Boom. And that also means that, well, anyway, let's just get this part going. Sieve can go over here, string mesh, and let's just do it. First night, I should be able to have my stuff, everything that I'm going to need. There's the bone meal. So let's go ahead and get that. And what's going to happen now, here, manual submit, claim reward. Oh, sure. You're giving me extra water. Nice. Forgot about that little bit. Got my shotgun. I want to save this until I have to go outside to start hunting. I don't want to use that for survival purposes right now. Like, that is a hunting device. That should be plenty of lighting to get us going. Cool. Now, I like to use the birch. I know some people think birch is ugly, but whatever. It's fine if it's ugly. I just need it to work. Bone meal. That's good. Oh, that's right. I can use the phyto grow. Perfect. Now, here comes the fun part. Seeing if I can get all of the tinker stuff fast enough without having many of the leaves decay. Because I would like to keep these leaves if I can. 4 logs might do it. I can't remember, honestly. So, we're going to go at Tinkers. Alrighty, and we need the part builder. That's going to be 2 planks. And where'd the other one go? And that's going to be 4 planks, and then that stuff. Okay, cool. Okay. That should be enough. That's gonna be, okay, yeah, so we're just a little short. That's okay. We're gonna make that. And then it was one of these. And one of those. Fantastic. For builder. Now I want to get some more bone meal. I'm gonna need a little bit more so that I can make the comma. And from there I'll be able to harvest these leaves. And that's going to give me solid blocks if I want to use them for that. Or I can make, or I can set them aside, really, to ensure that I have enough water. The leaves are going to be the main source of water initially. So we're going to be pushing through here. We're doing okay. Okay, we have 2. I know I'm not going to use this ever. So that can go there. I have 5. I do have 2 planks though. So here's what we're going to do. Part builder. I would really like to get my small blade made of bone. And then I would like my tool handle. Hit that, and my, I believe it's just a binding next. Yeah, and then it's just a binding. Okay, so then part builder, comma, boom, 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 bone, comma, and it's a little bit slow, but that's okay. I want to get some of these. Now, technically speaking, I really do need to make sure that I break some of these with a crook as well. But I also happen to know, there we go, 20. If I can get to 40, that would be nice. Because 40 gives you an entire bucket of water. So I want 5 more. 4, 5. And then the rest of these can be broken using a crook. Whoops. Wooden crook. Here we go. And I should be able to get enough saplings without. There we go. There's the one. That's really all I needed. Unless I get lucky and can get a silkworm. Silkworm would be really nice right now. I don't see it happening quite yet. That's okay. It doesn't need to happen yet. Perfect. Now this time I am going to get a few more saplings and hope for a silkworm. No silkworm yet. Okay, inner layer next with the comma. So the comma is basically shears, as you can see. So it's keeping all, oh yeah, whoops, I did that wrong. Hit the corners first. Okay. Grab a little bit of water. And then break it with your fist. And look at this, isn't this so much more peaceful? Isn't this just so much calmer than, you know, Captain Sparkles and Zine? Watching those guys play. I love Captain Sparkles. He's great. Super fun to watch. Entertaining. A little silly at times when it comes to what can be done. Fight to grow. Perfect. Oh shoot, how does it... I still have 3, but I just clicked it like 3 times. That's an odd stuff, man. I don't know how that stuff works, but I'm not going to complain either. I think we're going to go comma this time on the outside. Get the leaves that I want. Kind of have to be a little bit more careful. What are we looking at? 80. There we go. Now we're at 90. Fantastic. Crook. Now the crook, even though I crafted it with the classic recipe for a crook, it is actually a tinker's tool, which is pretty cool. I was pretty excited about that when I finally realized it. So once I get some copper, I'm going to put a copper head on this, and it's going to be super quick. Super, super quick. It gets through leaves in no time. So a copper upgrade for the crook, super good idea. Same with the comma. It's one of the best upgrades you can do for your utility tools. It's just going to mine so much faster than the bone and the wood. So something to keep in mind. All right, and Now we keep going here because I have enough saplings. I've got wood. And now it's really just, we gotta sift. We just gotta sift. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Although it is daytime. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make our first chest. We're gonna put pretty much everything inside. Pretty much everything. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I guess that block's not far enough over, huh? Okay. Water bottle. And you want to go early in the day. You don't want to be out at midday because then... Come on, where are you at? I don't like tough spiders. Jeez. That's what I get. So what I'm hoping... There we go, some bones. I need those. Hoping to see a little bit of rotten flesh. Am I already hot? No. I mean, you know harm. What are you? Pale spider? Yo, you keep your distance, man. I am not here to mess with you. No tango. Okay, some more bones, which is fine. What I really need is rotten flesh, though. That's going to be a crucial food source. I do see that poison spider, and oh, and the super. Okay, well, we go back around. Unfortunately, it does not look like we're going to get our nice rotten flesh today. So, leaving that alone and going back down. Okay. Oop. Oh yeah, I've got the wood now. That's what it was going to be. So, with the wood, what that's going to allow me to do is make stairs. So, I want to get those stairs going so that I can walk without wasting my food, because right now, that's it. That's all I get, right? So I don't want to be just willy-nilly running and jumping around. You know what I mean? I think technically I want this one going the other way. What I want is this. There we go. And then we can go up here, no problem. That'll be fine. Now I can go down and up without having to jump, preserve my food, and all will be well. Now it's just sifting for now until we get a few more pieces. Oh, I can do that actually. So I don't need the logs yet. And here we go. We can do some dirt. Now I know I can do sawdust. Well, actually what I want is I want barrel. And what can it, barrel compost. Okay. So food, seeds, leaves are 125. Okay. And then if I can get... I thought I saw sawdust was a thing that you could compost. Is that it? Sawdust. Okay, so it's the same as leaves. I mean, it's fine. Use the dirt because the dirt is going to allow me to get some stones a little bit faster. I also need to get some seeds, get that stuff planted, and once you get your first food seed, which really isn't that hard to get, because I'm pretty sure there's a quest for it as well. But once you have that, it's really not that bad. You just get a bunch of bone meal and you just use it. You don't even need water, right? So yes, you could use water to have farmland going, but crops aren't going to grow very fast, I suspect. And on top of that, just use bone meal. Like you're going to get tons of it. So there's no reason to waste water, especially early game, on a farm. At least in my opinion. Once you have your water supply pretty well figured out, it's not a big deal because you've got it, right? There's no problem there. But we're still a little short. That's okay. But let's get this going. And I am going to sift that dirt because, I mean, I can. I'm pretty sure you can't sift leaves though. Yeah, that was a forever stranded. Oh, nice. Onion. Wonderful. Onion will be useful. That's going to give us vegetable, and vegetable is super important to have because if your vegetable gets too low in your nutrition, that's when you're going to start having a bad time because you're not going to have any natural regeneration anymore. So, yeah. Now I still have 6 water, and I'm getting plenty of bone meal, so I'm thinking I will go ahead and sacrifice a few more because I still have a full bucket right there, and another 30. So, so the reason the bucket matters is once you have your crucible and you have that going, it's going to be really difficult to get your water unless you have a bucket because you have to pull it out of the crucible, and you can only do that when you have a bucket. You can't pull your water bottles straight from the crucible, which is fine for me. I like the setup that I use. So I use a campfire to heat my crucible. It's not as fast as lava, but on the other hand, I don't lose water as fast, right? It's not as hot. I can use trapdoors to lock it in. Some of that heat gets stopped by the doors, and on top of that, the campfire allows you to purify water bottles. So as you make water, unless you're using a barrel to put it in, which I'm going to be honest, I didn't know about until I started up, working on this one. Unless you're using water bottles in the barrel, you're going to have to make them clean. The easiest way to do that, throw them on a campfire. You can do 4 at a time, it takes 13 seconds. You can cycle through pretty quickly. You don't have to use any fuel. It really is an easy process. So that's my thought there. And fantastic, we already have our first iron, which is fantastic news. And watch this, we're just going to get a little bit of food going right here using some wood. I need to make the mattock. I need the axe, the adze, and the handle. So I'm going to use wood. I need the axe head, an adze, and a tool handle. Over here, mattock, wood mattock, boom. Plant the onion seeds, get my bone meal. Boom, look at that. 8 onions, 1.5 vegetables. Check it out, man. I got food, man. I got food. And I can use that. I can use it in the compost. It's cool. But when it comes to crafting, onion crate, sure, whatever. Organic compost, yep. Harvesting drone. Cool. So nothing specifically special. But what it does is it does give me food. So pretty solid there. I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna eat them all, dude. I've got more onions growing right there. And nutrition, vegetables up to 72, which is great. I also need to get the rest of my food up. And this, I mean, that does do some, so that's gonna be helpful still. But where's my? There it is, my crook. I do still need those silkworms so I can get my string. As soon as I get that silkworm, I'm basically done with the crook for a while. And there it is. Fantastic. Boom, boom. Throw it in there, and we're good to go. And we got just a little bit more stone that we're going to need, and then we're going to have our furnace. Now the furnace is going to be upstairs just because of the heat for now, and I have a smaller space, and well, I mean, I can excavate further that way. I just haven't yet. I have the solid blocks now though, so I guess there's really no reason not to. However, we shall see. Yeah, I think probably we'll do it this way. It's just the smarter play. Look at this. I'm already into... I've passed the hottest time of day, and my water is doing so good. I haven't even had to drink a water bottle in a while. This is fantastic. There it is. There's the 16. Alrighty, so now what's about to happen is I'm going to make my furnace. The furnace is going to be... Whoops. Used to make my first. Boom, boom. Oh, yep, sorry. I forgot. Now, oh no, I'm a little bit warm right now. Whatever will I do? Now, I'm fairly certain having blocks helps keep you cool from the heat sources. I forgot to make my... That's fine. Forgot to make my pickaxe yet. That is okay. I can do that right now. Oh, I do need to make a little bit more. Bum, and I need pickaxe. I am going to do bone. Then we're going to do tool binding and tool handle. That gosh darn better be how to make a pickaxe. Boom, boom. Bone pickaxe. Now, this is the time to go up and just mine through everything. You know what I mean? Like that's... Everything is going to be taken care of. Oh. I know. I do jump on occasion. I feel like I earn it after standing still for a while. Now you gotta make sure you hit your corners because the leaves do despawn really quick here if they're not attached to wood. So just be mindful of how you get your leaves. Even if they're infested ones. Fantastic. There we go. And I think the silkworms give protein as well. I'm not sure if I can cook them on the campfire or not, though. But I'm going to go ahead and make some. Make some compressed sieve. What am, oh, I'm missing sticks. Got everything else. Got to get the sticks. All right. Make the compressed birch. Okay. Now I don't have any flint yet, and that is okay. I will get that soon enough. Okay, now, boom, boom. This is going to go by so much faster. And once I get, 16 cobble, or 16 again, of the little stones, I'm going to make those into gravel and turn this into a gravel mesh, or a flint mesh. Take the gravel, mine it until it becomes flint. And then this will be upgraded. So, fantastic. There it is. Boom, 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 boom. I should be able to make a wooden hammer. Whoops. Yep. Beautiful. It may not be fast, but it'll work. I could sieve it. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do old school excavate it, and it is going to be just fine. The alternative is taking 3 gravel and crafting them together to get 1 flint. Like, just take the time to mine 3 gravel. Like, really, how hard was that? Okay, and then we go this. Now, I'm of the opinion the sooner you can upgrade your meshes, the better, and just do it, right? Because what's going to happen is you're going to get resources faster, even if it's marginal. The margins add up, especially when you're doing compressed. So just keep that in mind. If you're going through a playthrough on your own, it's good stuff. First 2 days have now been completed. Fantastic. Now we're into this is the 3rd night now, I believe. Okay, look at that. Look at that. We got so much. So much goodies. All right, so grains, proteins, really needing some help there. And I am not using very much of my food. Okay, so next up. Sure, I'll just make 2 right away. Why not? So 2 crucibles. Furnace. Could put it up there. I could put it up there. Sure, right there's fine. Kind of a silly little way to do it, but you know, whatever. Because so that'll do 3, and this is gonna do 2, which, I mean, I guess that's fine, huh? Maybe it is better to do planks if you're going to use them for... whatever. Alright, next up is I do need to make charcoal. So I'm going to throw in some stairs, I guess. And no, 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 no. Wait, what? You can... oh! Well, that's cool. No, I want that as this, though. There we go there. And we come on back down here. Yeah, look at how little food I was using there. It's fantastic. Once this is cooked... oh, you don't actually get anything? Huh. Okay. Anyway, we do have string. Now, I happen to know, from personal experience, I don't want to deal with phantoms in this pack. Because yes, they are here, they are active, and they hate you. Oh yeah, let's also... boom, boom. And I can't remember the crook. It is an adze. Okay, I'll do bone, that's fine. Boom. No, sorry, it's just this with that. So we're going from... oh, we're adding some, and mining speed goes way up. Sweet. And our comma is also doing fantastic. Until I get my copper, which I could do right now, so you don't actually need to get a smelter or anything to use copper in your tools. Copper is a soft metal anyway, so it makes sense that you're able to work that without a forge, right? You can just do that in your furnace. Okay, so I saw something red coming from the tree, and it is a miniature red heart. Kind of odd to me that you're getting those as a tree drop, but it is what it is. I won't complain about it. It's just something I noticed. Okay, now I could make my axe. I'm actually going to do that once I get my copper going, which I'll probably do here soon. I want to make sure that I have my crucibles running though, so I can have consistent water also. Not that water's been a problem yet, but I'd like to have it nonetheless. Alrighty, fantastic. Go ahead and get that there. I still have more. Yes. Fantastic. 6 water bottles still. After like 3 days. That's bonkers, dude. Okay. That's ready to go. Next step is basically move that way. So I'm going to start mining into this space. I'm going to use my wood to fill that in. We're going to go like that. And I'll do a solid block there. Oh, I do... Alright, we're getting sunrise. That's good news. I am going to go out there this time. Get my water on me. I don't have a whole lot of food, but I have a little bit of food. Main thing is I need to make sure I have this at the ready. Fully loaded. Ready to go because... oh, there, I heard him. Oh, I don't have a sword yet. That's okay. I mean, I've got 6 of the... yeah, that'll have to do. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Look at all those zombies, man. Ah, shoot. Come at me, bro. Look at all that rotten flesh. Fantastic. How brave am I? The answer is not very. One more shot. Man, I don't know. Oh, jeez. I certainly don't want you floating around. Alrighty, well, I need those resources in particular. Quite desperately, actually. I know you're going to come for me, most likely. Man, it's hard to tell which ones are going to stay neutral. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Not dealing with you. And this is fine. And we're good. If I could get a ender pearl, that would be even better. However, that's just not going to happen right now. Right there as well. Just keep from falling. Great. Okay, so we got the rotten flesh. The reason I needed that is I'm going to need to make some leather to get desert armor, as well as to get... Wait, what? Why did... Oh, interesting. Wait, why does it have a... I wonder what that means. That little symbol that was there, you know? So I'm going to need it for leather as well as for food. So I do need to get a little bit of bone meal. This is hardcore. I don't need to respawn. Anyway. I do need to sleep, though. That is definitely something that needs to be done. I am thinking, yeah, we'll just do this real quick. Get my little space ready to go. I've got my pickaxe at the ready. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get my copper going so that I can get these tools upgraded properly. And that'll be pretty much it for this next section, I'm thinking. I could expand my area out as well. I could go up and I could mine out the whole ship and I could make a full flat area, do my whole thing. I'm just not going to do that right now. I'm not sure I'm going to do that at all anyway. But let's see here. So 9 is going to turn into... Let's see. Yeah, you could just smelt your ore. Alternatively, you could mine it, at least for the copper, because the copper, even at just base level, is going to give you multiple. So out of 9, I got 28. So an average of 3 per. Like, that's a lot. Let me grab my charcoal. I don't like having that open. And I am going to need 3 of those, I know. So getting a little bit of more charcoal will be fine. Go make my campfire. Do I just need to go deeper? Yeah, just deeper. Okay, cool. That's fine. And then we go campfire. Whoop. Sticks. Of course you want sticks. There's my campfire. Fantastic. Now, let me go grab some copper. I want to make my shovel. That's what I was using this for. Great, great. Boom. All right. I guess it would be nice to not have to do it by hand and use a shovel, copper shovel. It's going to be much better. Not that it's a shovel. I think it's an adze. Or a something adze, but it's all good. that look familiar? It should. So we got some more spiders out there still. Lovely. And I would like to... Can I do slabs of that? No. That's okay. Got a little bit of wood. We'll be ready with the copper, and everything's going to be fantastic. And then, let's see here, also... Yeah, let's just... Give me more dirt. And then I've got the bottles, those are going to be good. Do I have a hopper yet? No, that's going to be... Okay, yeah, time to look at the quest book. That's just going to give me that. This gives me wheat seeds, which is great for bread. Oh, you're just going to give me some? Great. So this one's tricky, right? Because, I mean, it's really not that expensive to make these things, other than the fact that I just need gold to do it. So if I wanted to do a silver sword, I'm going to have to use the blade cast anyway. Ingot cast, I would be losing an ingot, not a big deal. Get tons of copper, you know, whatever. I do want a silver sword, though, as soon as I have that available. I'll just go ahead and take the sword cast. Come on, click. There we go. Oh, my inventory's full. That's fair. That's a completely valid reason to not want to give me my stuff. A little alcove right here. Come on. Yeah, just get it all done real quick. And go get the copper. And then upgrade. What's crazy is, I mean, look at my food. You see how little that's gone down? Like, I still have 2 nutrient blocks. Granted, yes, I did eat some onions too. But still, man, like, this is just... It's so silly to me when I see people just die super fast. Because, like, just conserve your stuff, dude. Like, oh, well, I don't want to be underground. Okay, then don't be underground. But you gotta have a cover, so what are you gonna do? Like, you cannot survive in the beating sun at midday. Like, you can't. Not early game. So, you know, whatever, do your thing, but... Let's see, and then... That's the what I need. Okay, cool. Boom, boom. 2 more. Oh, whoops. Yeah, it's fine. No, that's not where I wanted to put that one. Is it where I wanted to... maybe it is. It's fine. Boom, boom, boom. Everything goes in. Alright. Tools come out. This comes out. About to use that. Probably should have that. I don't need the second one right now. I will take this. Always carry some water with you, no matter what. Oh, I do need to do this, and then that. You know, I'm actually leaning towards this rose gold tool handle because of that extra mining speed. Usually I go with the iron axe, or I would go with the iron axe, but I also know how easy it is going to be to get what I want. Like, look, they're giving you a bronze small blade. That's cute. Red heart canister, thank you. Rotten flesh. Oh, I still need the spider eyes. And then I'm still going to have to get an ender pearl. But they're going to give me an extra ender pearl, which is going to be great for a number of different reasons. Got to get all of these. You're going to give me some good stuff. You want a copper and a gold ingot, huh? Oh, You know what? I think I can do that for you. I don't like doing it this way. I would rather save it for later. But... oh, I forgot to grab the resources. Boom. Oh, did I already... no, it's over there. Not that it uses that much dirt to do that, but... I do need a little bit of wood. Get that fuel going. Nope. Well, yes, because I really don't need to do a whole lot. I just need one gold ingot. And then I'll end up with a hopper, which is going to make it a little bit easier to make things like dirt or water. Now, I'm going to use it for the water, but I'll have it. You know what I mean? So, claim reward. Get the mesh. Oh, I do want the gold, yeah, because I'll just smelt that right now. Yeah, definitely the gold. Put those in there first. We can do that, and that'll be, oh wait, yeah, because that's 3 and then +1, yep. Cool. So the reason I'm going to get that gold is it, again, upgrade your mesh as quickly as you can. It makes a difference. Boom. Bubbles. There we go. Extra heart. Fantastic. Oh, wow. What is all this stuff? All sorts of blitz powder? Huh. You're just going to give me everything in here, huh? That. A post box. Got all sorts of goodies in here. Huh. Well, grains and proteins. I need to start running and jumping. Let's be honest here. This is kind of wild. To have this problem. Okay. Oh, I was supposed to go. What time is it? Oh, it's already 8. Yeah, it's not. It ain't happening. Boom. Oh, is it not? Oh, it must be iron next then. That's fine. I will upgrade that in a little bit. Either way, that's working, and I think that is pretty much all I can do at the moment for that. What was I? Oh, yes. There we go. Okay. So next, yeah, that's what I'm making. I'm making this, the pick adds on rock, dirt, sand, and gravel. So that's gonna be pickaxe with an adds. So I'm gonna go copper, pickaxe. Yep. And then I'm gonna go with, I'm thinking bone. Yeah, bone for the adds. Well, what's the difference going to be there? That's 100 versus 210. What's the benefit that it gives? Oh, armor pierce? I mean, as opposed to the, oh, actually, no, that is what I want. Pick adds. This is going to be a really quick tool with Dwarven 2. bonus. Oh, a bonus upgrade slot. Do I want to use it on this? I don't care. Alrighty, so now the reason I made that. Oh, also, I should probably make a repair kit. I want to have a couple of those. Now the pickads is going to be great because before I do that, let's get light and drop off some goodies. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, food, water, repair kit, and don't need that. Don't need that. I don't need that right now, but it can go over there, I suppose. Yeah. That's gonna be really hot. Not a big deal because what I'm about to do is dig down. Now, so you know, it does take energy to climb ladders. I recommend having plenty of ladders before you decide to go all the way down to get the sand, gravel, crushed deep slate stuff. However, right now I am just getting a bunch of dust in preparation for when I do go all the way down. So I'm actually going to make a floor at that level that you just see right there. I'm going to put some light on it, and I'm going to have a ladder that takes me down into a mine. That's the plan. Alternatively, I could use stairs and go jumping. Yeah, grains and protein. Gotta get some food in me soon. That's alright. I'm not sure how fast it degrades. But that is what it is. Whoop. That's fine. It's in my own base, so it's not a big deal to hit the wall. Do any of these walls matter? Not really. As long as I stay in this section, I can hit outside of this area and be pretty much alright. I've got my water on me, and I'm probably... Yeah, there we go. Before I get any comments about, oh, just use a torch. That doesn't work. Does not work here. They thought of that. That would make this so much easier. Therefore, no, you may not. Nice. Okay, where are my lights? There we go. Come on back down. Not a problem. Light. Boom, 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 boom. Let's grab some water. Oh, I didn't actually get that started, did I? Grab that, but I did forget to start the... how much wood do I have? Have I used it all already? I have. That's fine. Thank you. Oh, comma, duh. Let's get the, what in the world? Where did all of my... Oh, it's in here. It's like, where's my copper at? I need small blade. Copper. We're going to throw the comma, small blade. Here we go. And get ready. Wait, what? Why is it so slow? This didn't used to be so slow. In my other world, when I first started to do some testing, I could swear this was just eating it like butter. Or cutting through it like butter. Just Boom, boom, boom. Things were gone. It was like super speed, like it was shears. Alright. I'll jump. Now I need to burn energy, you know, so I can actually eat, get my nutrition up before it becomes a problem. Boom, 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 boom. Gotta make sure I go to sleep. And then should be good to go. Okay, get all that good stuff. Sapling down. We're gonna go. You know what? Actually, no, I already placed it. I have to use it in this spot. That's fine. Oh, oh no, I do not like this. Oh good. I need...
What is your name?
That'll work. Okay, so... Alrighty, so then the chest goes on top. Throw those in there. They'll really all end up in here. There's really no reason to put it in there. I can just put it right in the hopper. Honestly, I don't even need the chest on there. What that's going to do is it's going to put the leaves in here. The leaves are going to sit on top of the campfire. Campfire is going to cook it up, and it is going to become clean water. So, excuse me. That's what we're doing there. Next step is honestly make sure that I don't fall. So we're going to do some fence. We're going to do some birch fence. We're going to do 6. And I want to make sure that I don't fall down there. So this is, you want to get in there, you got to come this way. And definitely don't want to walk off the edge. But, you know, that one is what it is at the moment. Because I need to get the rest of these. I'm going to make some planks into slabs. And I'm going to have some slabs on my floor to keep me safe. Okay. I got my light in there. I'm not really going to fall down in there, so everything's good. And now I'm going to take all my dust. I'm going to put it up in this inventory space, spread it out, get that compressed dust, and sift it out. Excuse me. And now we sift. So this is going to be what we're going to do to get the rest of the iron that we're needing, which is right there. Is it almost sunrise? Oh, shoot. It is sunrise. Can I sleep still? Will it let me? Probably, no, it won't let me sleep. That's a dangerous little hole I've got there. Let's fix that. Okay, cool. Got those little monsters out there. I don't have any weapons. That just kind of is what it is right now. Nothing I'm going to do about that at the moment. Coming down. That has... It's already doing great on water. Coming down here. And get this replaced with the planks. I want this all the way around because I want to have a clear space that is safe for me to be working in, and so that I can have a second layer later where where I can do other projects. I can have additional trees, things like that. But that way, I always have this layer, so I can't just fall to my doom if I'm up topside. And but yeah, so that was what I was looking at. The mesh. That's what it's called. Mesh. Okay, yeah. So it goes to iron. Not a big deal. We can do that. Just got to take the iron chunks that we get, compress them into the iron ore, smelt the iron ore, use the iron on the next mesh. Alrighty, there we go. Yeah, it's definitely enough. Fantastic. That's 9, and we do the charcoal. I will do all 9 because it's okay to. Well, do I actually want to do all 9? Yeah, I'll do 8. Or sorry, all 8. I don't really want to do all 8 right now. I don't have to, but at the same time, there's really kind of no reason not to. Okay, and then we're going to use the comma. Did I have like a different handle? Like mining speed is 5. Boom. Getting through the leaves pretty quick and easy, as it should be. Then pretty soon I'll be able to get more water, and all is gonna be grand. I'm not sure, is this tool any quicker in my hand? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it is. It can work though. Okay. Wait, there must be a bunch of husks or something out there. That's a ton of... Oh, I don't love that. Okay, let's go back up topside. Well, this is kind of a big tree. Holy cow, that's a... Come on. There we go. I mean, I did go pretty far down, so it makes sense that it can be the max size for birch. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's the same speed. Yeah, no difference. That's fine, I guess. Alrighty, and okay. Alright. Iron's done. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Next. Salt. Well, I do know I'm going to need some salt with those bones. Yeah, I might as well just get all that food stuff taken care of real quick. Food pyramid, this. Make a zombie jerky. Sure. Boom. Pick one. Oh, rotten flesh all the way, please and thank you. Monster mash. That is a rotten flesh with a bone and a salt. You're gonna give me a bunch of goodies. Thank you. Wheat. And where do those wheat seeds go? They're right there. Oh, good. There's some wheat. Alrighty, fantastic. Wheat can go... Actually, there are some really good things that you can do for food with wheat. I can't remember what it's going to ask me to do. It's probably going to ask for something silly. Isn't it? The bread's fine. I don't understand rice. I don't see any reason why you would choose rice over wheat in this, but, you know, whatever. If that's what floats your boat, man, you do it. Oh, good. That's so much protein. So much protein. Boom, get that eaten. Boom, 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 boom. That protein got pulled back up. Grains. Eat the bread. And now we're doing okay. Could be better. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse, actually. Type A... Oh, that's what it was, maybe. So I did have full nutrition in my other world. So I'm guessing that mining speed upgrade is probably a part of what was going on here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Alright, for there, gold, not that. Boom, boom, no, this, thank you. Alrighty, so, flint mesh, boom, boom, boom. Boom, gold, from flint to gold. And then there is another quest in here where it's gonna be like, hey, we'll give you this thing. It's really cool. Golden mesh. I'm like, I'm already there, bro. Diamond, yeah, much better. But so to get all of these resources anyway, already having the golden mesh, I'm gonna get enough diamonds. Like, that's not even gonna be a problem. The letting it breathe. Now this is the desert gear. It's gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. How much do I have? 8. Okay. Well, that's all right. That is a problem for another day. That is not this day. Okay. Get those in there. I mean, I do hear zombies, so I guess really. Yeah, we'll do that. No. Put that here. And the 3 dough. I have those protein bars too, though, so. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to go out at the hottest part of the day to kill these things. Skeleton. I really don't want you to come after me, though. But I got the 2 more I needed to get that nice hot armor. Oh, shoot. Get cool, get cool, get cool, get cool. Look at that. Who needs to go into a pool of water when you can just go downstairs? You know, just go downstairs. It'll cool off nice quick. Okay, 8. Boom, boom, boom. And so we're going to do this. Boom. and that's going to get the 10 leather that we need. Next up is using this on that, getting the silkworm. That's going to get us the rest of the way to, whoops, that wasn't intentional. I recommend keeping things in ore form, not into the raw. If you're going to smelt it later in the smeltery, in the crucible smeltery version, because you can't put ingots in there. It has to be the ore block. So, well, we're getting pretty close to that hour-and-a-half mark, and I feel like this has been really good. We've made a lot of solid progress, and it's hard to complain about that, you know? And then where is the... I want that monster jerky, actually. Did I already eat that too? I must have. Okay, cool. All the stuff that is like, you have to make this. I did make the food. Give me the bread, more hay bales. Thank you very much for that quick free food. And back to basic survival. I'm about to get this. Getting your hands dirty, water bottle dirty. Gives me some more dirt. Cool. Oh, because you just want me to throw some dirt into a bottle. Whatever. I can afford to do that. I have enough and to spare. And I have not had to use any of my own water yet. I've only survived on water from the quest book so far. And I think that's pretty crazy. Because here, watch. Those are purified. These are not. So what I'm going to do... Boom. Look at that. Oh, sorry. 15 seconds total. My bad. Where's my crook? Right there. Nice. Boom. And then those water bottles obviously are done. If you're going to use the campfire method, make sure that you don't forget your bottles. Okay, go ahead and ask why I warn you of that. Yeah, I may have done that. Okay, so once it goes from dirty, it's going to go to slightly dirty. You can put it back on there. So when you're going through this process, you definitely want to like be present, keeping an eye on things, because things can change pretty quick. Let me go grab these again because they're done. Now it's to acceptable, which is fine. And look at that, acceptable water. Isn't it beautiful? Alrighty, and that is my time, I believe. We got just a minute to wrap this up, and let's just mine this down, put a fresh little bit down, grab that clean water, show you the purified, and that's again still all quest-based water. And now I have a crucible up there that is full with 4 buckets, which is 16 bottles of water. So yeah, I think it's safe to say water ain't a problem anymore. Not really. Look at that, purified. We still have another full bucket. We have 4 full buckets in there. Yeah, so that's it for this. That is my first week of survival. I'll see you guys in the next episode.